do have that preview uh, b- back up. Oh, they're switching through cameras. This is really interesting. So there it is. There's I see, you see them checking their camera right there. A little snap of the finger in front of the camera so that they can see that it's coming through. So we'll see multiple cameras on this vehicle, Fritz. They don't have just one.
Yeah, so this is I think this is great to look at the view we're seeing here because things look a little different from the perspective of the ROV camera. Like that gripper in the foreground looks huge. It's not quite that big. It is big, but it's not.
Exactly, and then you can see there's the float. This is all, now again, this is what the pilot is seeing.
That's right.
So this is what the
exactly
pilot
right.
is seeing on their screen right now, and you could see that it is gripping and holding on to that float.
Yep. And this is
right
how they have to deploy it.
Yep.
Grab it with the ROV, deploy the ROV
And
into,
here we
into
go.
the water. Through
there it is. Wow, that's a pretty cool view there, Fritz.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Now you notice some text up in the corner. This is very common with ROVs, is that there's some feedback on direction.
You can see,
This is a different camera view.
This is a different camera view.
This is their upper camera.
Now, and this is now they have to get it into that yellow square.
Yep.
So that's where they're maneuvering to right now. They're maneuvering the float into the deployment area. And now they're going to let it go.
They've got it on the surface. They've got to let it go. And there we
job.
go. So that is
Very
floating
good
in the
job.
square, and that is an officially deployed float.
Now, let's see. Now they've changed the camera view, and now they are downward looking.
Third camera.
Third camera, and now they are going to look at the view there. So,
Believe they are going for the putting the hydrophone perhaps down in the square. Oh no, this is the eelgrass.
seagrass.
This is the eelgrass. Right. There we go. They've just released
they
their
just
new
released eelgrass, and they're going to have to pick up some old eelgrass.
I think they might be going for the fish. The fish mort.
Let's see if they're able to get that fish mort. This is a really nice camera and grip. Wow, good piloting there by the team from Jesuit.
Yeah.
Oh,
grab that fish mort. They got to move it over to the disposal bucket. There's a disposal
there it
bucket.
is.
And get that fish mort into the disposal bucket. There they go. They just got points for that. That's good.
Very good. And let's see where they're off to next. I think they're going after that seagrass.
Recover the seagrass they have to bring back to the surface, I believe. Yeah, coming down and gripping. They got to grip that. Now it's held in the gripper, and that they can bring that back anytime. So they don't have to do that right away. If there's other tasks they want to do with their other gripper or their other tools, they can go do that.
It looks like they're heading after that cable to right now.
Yep. So they're going for the buoyancy module.
They are going for that buoyancy module.
They got to remove this one and bring it back to the surface. So it looks like they're going to use their forward gripper for that.
So it looks like that's why they have all this tooling. One for the seagrass.
Yep.
One for the buoyancy module.
And they've got another tool that we can see in the right-hand part of this view that's got curved pieces to it. I believe that's for the damaged cable.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my guess. Without actually seeing it work, we won't know. But here they go in on the buoyancy module, grabbed it, sliding it along, pulling it off of the cable. We've got to pull a little bit harder.
There we go, and we're
off. And it's off.
You know, you could see, I think it's a little, Jesuit doing a great job here, kind of making it look a little easy.
I don't know.
This is not that easy. What these students are doing is not that easy.
Not that easy. They've had some practice, I think.
They have definitely had some practice.
Okay, so now I think we're looking in
back
their
to the surface.
downward focus camera.
Oh yeah, they're still going down.
And I believe that they're attempting to map the wreck on the seafloor. So they might be preparing to do their photo mosaic. So there's the first cell, and they're moving along. And
Second
there's the
cell.
second cell. continuing to move along. There's the third cell.
And you see the cells are defined here by that netting that's there.
Yeah.
So that's what we're talking about.
There's the shipwreck.
There's the shipwreck. They're going to have to tell us where that shipwreck is.
Okay, now they're moving down to the second set of cells. There's some brittle stars.
Brittle stars right there.
Yeah. And they're moving on. Now they're moving back toward the direction they started from. There's one of the sea stars. 2 of those in that quadrant. So they have to map out everything. And if they can stitch this all together as a photo mosaic of 8 parts and create that on the screen and show that to the judges, they get extra points.
Yeah, and we don't know how many of them have been because we don't get to see that. Yeah, we don't get to see that.
I saw an attempt at one on one of the ranger stations that wasn't successful. It was quite a jumbled mess, actually. But they have to create, so they're, in addition to the photo mosaic, I believe that they need to create a map of the exact orientation and location of the wreck. So they can do that from a view kind of like this, from further up.
And here they're getting the large overview shot of this, and now it looks like, I bet you this is their forward-facing camera. I don't know if their float has actually been profiling. We've been watching here on this screen, but
it appears to still be on the surface, actually. Oh, maybe it just left the surface.
Yeah, it could have. It could have actually started profiling because I don't see it at the surface now.
So now we're getting a view here of the vehicle itself.
This is a view of the vehicle, not of the feed, so you can actually see what the vehicle looks like and what the vehicle is doing. So good job here. You can actually see them. They're trying to measure these fish now. That's what they're trying to do.
Oh, that's a measuring device.
Could be a measuring device,
yes, indeed.
So once you know the scale to that, you can scale it up. I'm not sure how they do it.
You can see in our little preview here the view from the ROV camera itself.
And there that is.
There you go.
Really clear view. They have really nice cameras on this vehicle. But that does appear to be some sort of measuring device. So they will have to be, they will estimate the lengths of these different fish from that measuring device. So once they know what that is, they'll be able to estimate those lengths. And they have to get, depending on how far off they are, they get a certain number of points.
That's right. They do some calculations based on the measurement of the length of the fish and some other values that are given to them by the judges in order to come up with an estimate of the number of fish in the pen and some scale factors for growth of those fish. So how fast are the fish growing in the pen is a very important number for aquaculture because it's a determination of whether their feed rate is correct and whether they're going to get a healthy crop.
Tell me about all these bubbles that I'm seeing. What's that?
So my guess is that there's a little bit of leakage from their gripper pneumatics. So many of these teams use air as a means for opening and closing their grippers. And the air supply is something that we provide to them. All of their onboard pneumatics have to be properly pressure rated to withstand, I believe, 150 PSI, and we feed them a maximum of 40 PSI or something to that effect. So, but what I believe we're seeing there is a little bit of leakage out of that pneumatic system.
So it looks like we're over at the Hawks Engineering ROV now, and they're doing a good job. It looks like they have their hydrophone array there.
They might be bringing their hydrophone back. Their 5 minutes may have been up.
Yeah. So it looks like a hydrophone is coming back there.
Yeah, they get extra points for returning the hydrophone back to the pool side after 5 minutes.
They do. So that's their 5 minutes are up. That hydrophone is back. So we have Hoffman Estates Engineering there. We have the team from Pensacola is actually down in the pool. Let's take a look at the team from Pensacola, see how things, it looks like they just placed their hydrophone just now. Pensacola Catholic High School has placed theirs. And let's see, and I believe we are over at the Rose Holman right now. So Rose Holman
yeah.
ROV right now. Oh, it looks like we got a tangle down here, Fritz, right down here.
Oh yeah, it looks like they
You
might
could
be
see
tangled
that.
on the cable,
Might be tangled on the cable
area. Yeah, you know, the buoyancy of the tether is really an important function in ROVs, and
yeah, we'll see if we can get our mission ROV to tilt down and see if we can see that tangle. See, Walt, can you tilt that camera down so we could see that tangle? If you look in the bottom right-hand corner, right down here, that's where that ROV is tangled. There it is. You could see right here. That is the second time we've seen a tangle happen.
Oh yeah, on that particular station.
On that particular station, because these tethers really shouldn't be lying on the ground here.
No, and that is one of the things that students learn somewhat the hard way. Is that you got to put some buoyancy on your tether in order to keep it floating in the water.
Yeah, but they have a lot of tether, so they could probably still go and do some work. Let's get the view from the forward cam here at the Jesuit team. If you look now, they're doing the net inspection. This appears to be the net inspection that they're doing, and they're going to have to follow this, do the line following. And I'm not sure if they're doing this autonomously or not. Oh, they're actually
it looks like they're coming in to pick out some of the debris on the net.
Yes, they're going to pick up that debris. Let's see if they're able to get in there. That is a small target to get to.
Yep, it looks like they grabbed it. They're pulling it off the net. Oh, come on, Velcro, let go.
Oh,
Yay, they got the Velcro off, and they're dropping that on the seafloor.
And that is not debris.
That's correct. That is just, it's a biofouling that they're basically removing from the net.
So, and here, yet another camera view, or no, that's the same camera view we had. Oh, they're trying to bring down the inter-array cable.
Yes, that's correct. Yep, that looks like their piece of replacement cable.
They haven't removed the old cable yet. Though.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting. If maybe they're just bringing it down to place it nearby while they work on removing the old one. We got Medford Vocational Tech that they're moving around near the surface over here, coming back to their poolside station. Hoffman Estates is pulling their vehicle out of the water.
It does look like vehicles are now coming out of the water.
Yeah, we're getting close to end of time, I believe.
We are getting close to the end of time, so vehicles are coming out of the water now. But Jesuit is still in there. Let's go to the view from our Mission Robotics camera right here. So you can actually see they have pulled those pins. I see 2 pins that are pulled, and you can see that they are going to actually pick up.
They're grabbing the damaged section. You can see the damage on the left-hand edge there. The dark spot indicates the damaged piece of cable.
So they put the damaged section to the side, and let's see. Oh, they even have the replacement section right there
with them. Yep.
With them, so they pick up one and put the other one down. Save a lot of time.
Yep. That's a clever scheme to pick up one and then rotate the vehicle 90 degrees and put the new one in if they can do the piloting. This is a tricky bit of piloting because they have to reorient the vehicle. They've got some excess weight on the front of it. You can see the whole vehicle is tipped down there.
I do see that.
It's so it's a little bit harder to drive a vehicle when it's not in the sort of normal orientation.
And they don't want to let it go because there's points for bringing that back up.
Oh yeah, yep. There's the new one is in place.
They got it in. They got it in.
And now they're bringing the old one back to the side of the pool deck.
They are, and let's see if we can see their cam again and see what it is that they're seeing.
Yeah.
Right now, they see themselves coming up. They're coming up right now. Now, this isn't their only view. Just so we know, they probably could see more cameras.
Yes.
Than this.
Typically, a team will have a way of displaying image of all their cameras on board at once, so they can switch primary views, very much like what you're doing here with your little
Yes.
buttons that you can switch views on, as far as what's going out over the feed. And you know, it's sort of up to each pilot about how they use those views, right? And I know that they get accustomed to how those cameras are positioned on the vehicle in order to understand what the vehicle is doing. For our technical presentation for the telepresence, I saw a very clever scheme that one team had for repositioning cameras on their vehicle very quickly. They had magnetic mounts. So that was a really good way of doing things.
We have the Rose Holman team coming.
Oh, this is the one with the big
so let's see if we can
cylindrical
get a
thing in the
chance to
middle.
talk to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And see how they're doing. We'll stick here with that ghost net that the Jesuit team is, because it looks like Seth and Patrick have.
Oh yeah, they're trying to remove the pin on the ghost net.
They are trying to remove the pin on the ghost net, and
just switch their feed to the vertical. Yeah.
So
It
let's
looks
bring
like
our
the
Rose
ghost net.
Holman team up here. So thank you. Come on in here. Put it right here. Put it right here. Put it right in front.
Put the rock.
Put it right here.